It is majestic. This bronze and steel monument to the power of human will, to gaze upon the faces, to study the grim courage they show, and peer down to the gnarled hands, the pushing muscles, the boots twisted upon the unforgiving ground. One sees embodied, permanent, and boldly shown the bone and muscle and blood, the strength from within, to not only win victory this day, but to serve a nation for more than 200 years. This is the Marine Corps War Memorial. The scene, crafted by sculptor Felix de Weldon, reproduces the Pulitzer Prize-winning photograph taken by Joseph Rosenthal of the flag raising on Iwo Jima, February 23, 1945. That morning, 5 Marines, Sergeant Michael Strank, Corporal Harlan Block, Privates First Class Franklin Sousley, Renee Gagnon, and Ira Hayes, along with Navy Pharmacist Mate Second Class John H. Bradley, raised the flag during a lull in the fighting, little realizing what lasting symbolism and national pride would come from their action. The battle itself raged for weeks and became one of the Marines' most costly struggles. The small Pacific island had 2 airfields and guarded the doorway to Japan. It had to be taken, and the Marines were there to do the job. As the battle continued, 3 of the flag raisers were killed in action before leaving Iwo Jima. Hayes, Bradley, and Gagnon returned to the States and modeled for de Weldon to bring as much realism to the sculpture as possible. The memorial is often called the Iwo Jima Memorial, but it stands in honor and memory of the men of the U.S. Marine Corps who have given their lives to their country since 10 November 1775. Dedicated by President Eisenhower on November 10, 1954, the 100-ton cast bronze memorial was 9.5 years in its design and construction and became de Weldon's career masterpiece. Rising 78 feet to the top of its flagpole, this is one of the few memorials where the flag flies 24 hours a day by presidential proclamation. Amazingly, the massive monument was paid for with private funds raised by Navy and Marine Corps personnel throughout the world. With gritty realism, it depicts the strength and determination that makes the Marine Corps the tip of America's spear in conflict after conflict throughout the years. With its rough-hewn beauty, this memorial is well known and revered. Its message is unmistakable.
The message that this memorial sends, it sends to the world. I think it reflects America. I think it reflects freedom. I think it reflects patriotism. I think it reflects Veterans Day, Memorial Day, and the 4th of July. And it does it symbolically through a flag raising of 5 Marines and a corpsman on February 23rd, 1945. It's an amazing sculpture, it's an amazing memorial, but it's so much more than that.
And Americans do not forget. Placed on a prominent hilltop in Arlington, Virginia, the memorial sits just outside the walls of Arlington National Cemetery, our most hallowed ground, where the company of heroes is close. And the visitors come both night and day. Americans come to remember and to feel the strength such service, such sacrifice can convey. Now, on Memorial Day, as we pause to remember, know that such sights, such tributes to our fallen will serve you well. Remember and be humbled. Where these men trod, uncommon valor was a common virtue. It was so then and remains so today.